Hi, Jeevitha. Good morning. How are you?
Good morning. I'm good. Thank you. How are you?
I'm good. So, friends, today we have Dr. Jeevitha, who has completed her ORE recently, her part one in 2022 and part two in 2023. She's an MDS in conservative dentistry and endodontics from India. In 2019, she finished it, and 2021 onwards, she's in the UK. In 22, she finished her ORE part one, and 22, she finished her ORE part two. 23, she finished part two. And since then, she has been training a lot of candidates who have enrolled into an ORE training program in the UK. So she is quite good with ORE and LDS. A small fact I missed to tell about her is that she's also finished her LDS part one as well. So, like you all know, LDS and ORE are the only two exams through which you can practice dentistry in the UK. So today, Jeevitha is going to tell us a lot of intricate details about ORE and LDS, the difference between them, and the exact application process for both these exams. So we're going to start with understanding the difference between ORE and LDS. So Jeevitha, what do you think is the difference between ORE and LDS? Because both of these exams are the only way to get into dentistry in UK. So they should be similar, if I'm not wrong. But can you point out the differences between them?
Right. So to begin with, ORE is conducted by GDC, that's the
All
General
right.
Dental Council, and
All right.
LDS is conducted by Royal College. Okay. And ORE is conducted twice a year, part one, but LDS they
Okay.
conduct just once a year, and the
Just one second.
candidates
Okay.
intake would be around 120 for LDS, and for ORE is usually 200, but this year and the next year is going to be 600 for part one.
Okay. So you're saying more number of candidates are accepted into ORE exams, so the higher chance that you can apply for it and be
Yes,
successful in your application, right?
yes,
Okay.
yes.
Great.
The exam per se, they're pretty similar. The kind of questions being asked, the pattern of exams is pretty similar. However, the process of application and the other parts are different. To
Okay.
say, yeah, you're going to apply differently. And
Okay. Would
as I said,
so Okay.
right.
Now, let's come to application in just a bit. I want to understand the differences between ORE and LDS. If a guy like me who has been in India since 10 years would move to UK, do you think ORE would be a better choice or LDS would be a better choice? And why?
Okay. If you were to move to UK with 10 years of experience, if it depends on how fast you want to work in the UK. If you want to work
Okay.
in you want to get done with these exams and start working in years time, then ORE. If you have enough
Oh,
time, then LDS,
okay.
because LDS is quite slow in the process. I gave
Is
my
it?
LDS part 1 in 2022, the same time I gave my ORE, but I'm done with
Okay.
my ORE. I'm still waiting to give my part 2 in for LDS.
Ah,
So
so the
that's how slow it is.
application
Yeah.
is slow. The entire process is slower with
The entire
LDS.
process is slow, including part 2,
Okay.
because they take only 60 candidates per year.
Okay. So
Now they've split
why
it.
would anyone apply for LDS? Do you think LDS may be easier compared to ORE?
LDS, to be very honest, LDS is comparatively easy.
Okay.
Also, you get to have, it's like a diploma exam. So you get to have LDS with your name, like how you have MDS
Ah,
and BDS. With ORE, it's
so
just registration. It's not a
great.
diploma or a degree exam.
Okay. So after BDS, you can put LDS as a degree if you do LDS,
Yes. Yes,
but you
you
can't put
can.
ORE, right? Oh,
No, definitely not.
that's an interesting fact. Okay.
Yes.
And you
Apart from
easier,
this,
right? Ah, yeah.
it is easier.
Tell
And apart from this, LDS is also recognized in a couple of other countries, like I think some of the Gulf countries.
Gulf countries, right? Yeah.
Yes,
Because I think most Royal College degrees are valid in Gulf, and I think
yes.
even
So they
some
recognize
of
if you
the
plan to
East
go
Asian
back.
countries like Singapore,
Yes,
Malaysia as well. Yeah.
yes.
Oh, that's useful. When you said easier, I'm thinking, are there lesser number of questions or are the examiners more easier with LDS?
So exam is conducted so the whole exam is in one day, whereas for ORE is conducted in 2 different days. So paper A,
Ah,
paper B is 2 different days, whereas for LDS it's like one straight 6 hour long exam. It's kind of
all right.
tedious, but
Okay.
the questions are pretty simple. It's not too tricky.
Okay. So less tricky than ORE. And
Yes.
as I went through I think their website, I think the number of OSCE stations, the number of other components are also slightly lesser compared to ORE, if I'm not
Yes.
wrong.
Yes.
And the LDS has something called Part 3, whereas ORE has only Part 1 and 2, and LDS has
Yeah.
Part 3.
Yeah.
Can you explain why?
That's a recent change since 2022.
Okay.
Initially, it was the same with ORE and LDS. It's part one and part two. Part one is theory, part two is practical. But they changed it to 3 parts now with LDS. So part one
All
is
right.
theory, that's the same. Part two is now split into 2 parts. The first part will have OSCE, DTP, and
Okay.
medical emergency component, whereas part three is mannequin. This is
Okay.
mainly because most of them would fail in mannequin component and they would have to resit the whole exam, every component, and it's also
Okay.
more expensive. They used to pay that's around 3,000 pounds.
Oh,
But
okay.
now the charges are also split, so you're just paying 1,500 and you're just sitting for mannequin component again instead of having to redo the whole
Okay.
other components.
Okay. That's great. So, to put in a nutshell, I think for people who are relaxed and have time in the UK and who want to give a more easier exam and have lesser chances of, you know, failure or want to keep repeating a big process again in part two, for them LDS is ideal. But if you want to, if you're fast, if you're intelligent and you want to do things quickly, I think ORE is a better route. So, could you
Yes.
summarize it
With,
that way?
sorry,
Perfect.
with part one, yes, but for part two, LDS is not very straightforward. OR is very straightforward.
Ah, okay. Okay.
Yes.
And that makes it more difficult to make a choice. So you guys have two choices, but overall, I think you guys understood the difference between ORA and LDS. Now, there are a lot of terms that Dr. Jeevitha used here. She said something about DTP and OSCE and mannequin components, and these are things that happen within the ORE and LDS exams. Now, we are not going to cover any of those things here. We'll be doing this in our next session, probably. Okay, so stay tuned for the next video. Now, today we're going to cover in detail about the application process for the ORE exam. Okay, so Dr. Jeevitha, how does one start applying for the ORE exam?
All right. So once you've decided to appear for ORE exam, first thing you need to do is get your documents in order.
Okay.
I'm just going to show you the web page. You get on the web page. If you want any
Okay.
information, I'm just going to share my screen. Is
Okay,
that how it
great. So,
works?
Jeevitha, so a lot of people ask me what is the eligibility to sit for ORE, but it's quite simple. If you've completed your BDS from India, I think you can easily sit for the ORE. There's nothing else needed. You need, of course, you need your degree certificate, which is attested, right? Is that it needs to be attested, or you need
Yes. Yes.
transcript? Do you need
All
something
right.
called a transcript from the university, or just an attested copy should be fine?
Yes. So first thing you're going to need for ORE
Okay.
exam, okay? This is the web page. This is the GDC web page. What is GDC? It's just General Dental Council. This is the governing body for all dentists in the UK. And
Okay.
like how we have Karnataka State Council and different state council for UK, it is one single GDC. Yeah?
I think, Jeevitha, I'm not able to see your screen.
Oh, is it? But it says
Yeah.
sharing. Can you
Um,
see it now? I'm just going to
no,
stop
not.
and reshare then.
Yeah, you can stop it and try to share the desktop.
Can you see now? Is it visible?
No, no, actually, no.
It worked the last time.
Yeah, it was.
I'm going to
Uh,
try that again.
so you have option called desktop, right?
Yes.
Click on that.
I have
After
a Chrome
sharing
tab,
desktop.
window, and entire screen.
Mm,
I'm just going to try
Chrome
this.
tab.
I had the entire screen last time.
Yeah,
Does this work?
yeah, it works. Now
Okay,
I
so
can
this
see
is
it.
their web page, as you can see.
Okay, so
Okay.
gdcuk.org.
Yes. You can just Google GDC and this will appear.
Right.
Okay. You need to first have a eGDC account. All right. To get an eGDC account, you need to fill this
Yeah.
application. As you can see here at the bottom, you see ORE exam. Click on that, and there's a whole list of reading that you can do about the exam, about the part 1 exam, part 2 exam, when it's conducted. Everything is usually updated on the system here. And these are the
Okay.
results page once you've cleared. But for
Okay.
applying, just go here.
How
And this is
did
the
you get the EGDC the EGDC account? You
eGDC
just need to.
account. So yeah, first we need to fill this application to get an eGDC account.
Okay.
Yeah. Then route to application. So
Okay.
then you apply for what kind of role you're applying.
Okay.
Are you currently registered? No. And have you
Okay.
qualified outside of UK? Yes.
Okay.
And Swiss national. And then have you
No.
passed? There you go.
Mm.
And then you click on this application link. Okay.
Ah, so the application opens only after so many steps.
Yes. And then there's a couple of things that they ask you to fill, your
Personal
qualification
details,
details
qualification.
and
Okay.
declaration, all the other
Okay.
details. Then in the
Direct
end,
debit.
you will not have to
So do
make
you need
any
to?
payment.
You don't?
This
Okay.
thing, yeah, I need to make this very clear. If it's an ORE application, it will not ask you for any payment. If it's asking for some payment, then you're filling up the wrong application. Please do not pay.
Okay.
Okay, you're not
So you
going to
can
get the money
stop
back.
screen sharing, I think.
Yeah.
Screen sharing is on. Yeah. Cool. All right. So what I understood was it's pretty simple to apply. You need to enter basic details, your education, and you don't need to pay at that point of time.
No.
Okay. So
The whole
once you
ORE
apply,
application process, there will be no payment for it.
okay, and once
Even
you
though it has
apply,
a page there, that
sorry.
section, it'll skip through. There will be
Oh,
no
okay.
payment asked.
So no payment, clearly. All right. So once you create so this is creating your eGDC account.
Yes. So once you fill this up, it's going to lead to an application form that you can download. Once you have it downloaded, you
Okay.
get something like this. This is the
So
app.
let me get this straight. Let me get this straight. So first you fill up this online form, which is the eGDC, which gives you a eGDC account, and then you can download the offline application form, which looks like what you just showed me.
I'm just going to go through that again, if that's okay. Is that okay?
Okay. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
okay.
So you need to book your exam. You need to have an
Okay.
eGDC account. Now, to get an
Okay.
eGDC account, it needs certain documents.
Okay.
Yeah, you need to fill this pre-application form first. That leads
Oh,
to
this is a
an
pre-application.
application form. Yes. You
Okay.
download that application form, which looks pretty much like this.
Okay.
And
So
then
that's
you
the
fill
full
in,
application.
yes.
Yeah.
Then you fill in the
Okay.
rest of this application and send it to
All
them
right.
within 45 days from the time you
Okay.
download this
Within 45
application.
days.
Yes.
Okay.
And after that, they will go through your application and they will invite you to create a eGDC account. They'll give you a
Oh,
code.
okay.
Yes. So with that code, you can create an eGDC account.
Okay.
Using this eGDC account, you will
Okay.
then be able to book your exam. Until then, you will not be able to book anything.
Oh, wow. So the process of registering with eGDC itself, just to apply for the exam, you need around 45 days. I mean, you need quite a lot of time, I think. This is
Yes,
what I assume.
a lot of time. Yes, because
Okay.
you need 45 days just to send in within 45 days, you need to send in the application. Once it's been sent, When I applied, they took about a month to let me
Month.
know, to give me, yes, to give me a number for registering with the EGDC.
Okay.
But now they're taking 3 months to 8 months time.
Oh my God.
Yes,
So three
because
months
the
to eight
load of
months just
applications,
to
they're just flooded.
3 to 8 months just to give you an EGDC number so that you can apply for
Yes,
the exam. Wow,
yes,
that's a lot of time. Oh wow.
yes.
Okay.
So if you plan to give
Now
the exam, first thing you do is, irrespective of when you plan to appear for the exam, create an EGDC account.
got it.
You
Now
will wait
you told
until
me that there is can you show me that full application that you just
sure.
that just showed
So
me?
it looks
Huh.
like this. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Not sure if it's getting,
Yeah,
is this
we
clear?
can see it.
So it has your
It's clear.
personal details. I'm just going to cover that for now. And then the rest of the
Okay.
details.
So there's a
Okay.
checklist of all the documents that you need to send, is it? Is that what it is?
Yes. Yes, it is a
Okay.
checklist. So you know what all the applications that you're
So
required to send. And
Mhm.
then,
Could you
then it's,
briefly tell us what are the documents that we need to apply? What are the documents,
yes.
the exact uh, documents that we need?
Okay. So you're going to need, firstly, the application form, this.
Okay.
And then going to need a certificate copy of passport.
Passport. Okay.
So yeah, it needs to be certified by notary certification. What is it called? Sorry, you need to edit this part. What is that
Notary.
certification?
Yeah, I think it's, I mean, no, no idea. I mean, in India, right?
Yeah,
Notary,
the notary certified, that's to say this is a true copy of the original.
just say, yeah, just say attested. Notary attested.
Attested. Okay, thank you. So it needs to be notary, it needs to be a attested copy
Yeah,
of
attested
the passport.
passport.
And it needs to state that this is a true copy of the original. If not, they will reject it. People have got their
Okay.
applications rejected just because that line was not on the certificate.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yes, and it has to be in English.
Okay.
Next is original certificate of good standing certificate.
From whom?
This you'll get it from your registered website. So I was registered with Karnataka State Dental Council. So go on their web
Good
page.
standing certificate from your dental
Yes,
council. Yeah. Yeah.
yes, and request for a good standing certificate. They will issue it to you in a day or two. That's how good Karnataka State Dental Council is. At least they charge me like 1,000 rupees, and you get
Yeah.
it
But
in a
they're
day.
quite good. Yeah. Nice.
Yes, yes, no complaints there. We're better than GDC, I'll tell you that.
But I heard Pondicherry Dental Council doesn't have an online working wing, so they we have to do it offline. So you need to. I've heard people have to go all the way back to India just to get this.
Oh, I'm
Mm.
sorry. That's not
Mm.
convenient. But
Yeah.
Karnataka State has
Okay.
made it really easy.
Okay. That's good.
So you're going to need good
Okay.
standing, and then you're going to need um, original translation of documents if any of your documents are in any other language other than English.
I think in India most of our documents are in English, so it shouldn't be a
Yes,
problem.
yes. Then evidence of name change. If you're married and you have your name changed, or if any of your certificates
Okay.
they have different names on them, you need to have a certificate, and yeah, without which they will reject it again.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
You're going to need original academic IELTS certificate. So there are
Academic
different kinds of
IELTS. Okay.
IELTS. You need academic IELTS.
And is there like the marks? Does it matter? I think 8 points
Yes.
something.
So the overall score should be 7 and above, with each component
7.
of minimum 6.5.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect.
And then it's going to ask for clinical reference certificate. This,
Mm-hmm.
you don't need a written certificate, honestly, is part of the application. I'm just going to show it to you how that is. Yeah, this is the clinical reference certificate. It's part of the application. It comes in the form.
All right.
See that?
Okay.
So this is where they fill in the number of hours and what you've done, your experience, and get it signed by your referee. If you have just internship, you need minimum of 1,600 hours of clinical experience. This is
Okay.
covered by your internship as well. So if you're taking internship as your clinical reference, it needs to be signed by your dean. If
Mm.
it is post-graduation experience, then get it signed by anybody you're
By your
working with.
HOD,
Or, yes, your
head of the
HODs.
department.
Yep. If you have
And
post-graduation, you can get it done. You can get it signed by your HOD. If not,
alright,
for you, the dentist you're working with or for.
dentist. Perfect. Perfect.
Yeah. And then once that's done, it's gonna need medical certificate, but it's if you need one, if there's any medical
Mandatory?
condition.
Okay.
Not really. I didn't submit any medical certificate. It's only if you have an issue, like maybe mental
All right.
health or something that will affect the profession, you professionally, or
Okay.
yeah, then if not, you're good.
All right. Okay.
Okay. And then there's a character reference certificate that again comes with the application. All they have to do is sign on it. It could be a doctor, lawyer, anybody who's not your blood
Oh,
relative. Yes.
okay.
All they have to do is sign in and say this person is of good character and they have known you for more than 12 months. That's it.
Should it be taken in a letterhead or something,
Not
or
necessarily.
is
It
it?
comes with the application again. I'm just going to show it you. I'm trying to
Oh, it's
find
coming
that.
with the application again. Okay.
Yes. It's just part of the application.
Okay. Understood. No, that's fine. I think
Yeah.
it's self-explanatory. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. So that's it. Not bad.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
I think about 10 certificates required for you to apply.
Yes.
I heard of
And
some
sorry. It's going to need one passport, NARIC, and your degree certificate along with this.
degree certificate is fine. What is NARIC?
NARIC is nothing but it is statement of comparability. It's going to compare your degree with the UK qualification and see if you're eligible to appear for the exam if it's of their level of qualification. It is not a
Okay.
replacement degree certificate. It is just to compare and see if you have received the required training in that field.
Okay. So basically,
Yeah.
it's a website. I think it's,
Yes, it's a
if I'm not
website.
wrong, it's enic.org.uk,
That's right.
and
Yes.
and you need to send in your documents into their website, and you need to get the UK ENIC certificate. Is that right?
Yes. Yes.
Oh,
So go on the web page. It's going to ask you for a couple of documents, your transcript
okay.
probably, and it's going to ask you for a degree certificate. And
Okay.
if there's any name change, the name change certificate, they're going to
All
take
right.
15 days or so to compare.
Okay.
And they give you
15 days.
something like this. You get
So
a
if they're going to
certificate.
take 15 days, I think we should be doing this before applying, right? Because
Precisely. Yes.
because you have only 45 days for your documents to reach UK. So, and if NARIC itself is taking 15 days, I think NARIC should be done first. That should be the first thing anybody has to do.
Yes. You can get it
Uh,
sooner, but they're going to charge you a heavy amount for it.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's all about the money. Okay.
Yes.
That's nice. Okay. So application is quite a tedious process. Understood. What else? I think
So
um,
if you look any different from the passport, from the passport picture, you need to also get that attested, by your character
oh wow.
referee. Just this, date and signature on it. That's it.
Okay. Okay. Done. Great. So I think I understood in detail about the application process. Thank you so much.
No problem.
Last question is, when do you think is the next exam? Because I think in the website, they haven't announced the next date for the ORE exam. It says that, currently the November exam is going on for part 2. But when do you think is the next exam approximately?
Part one is usually in April and in August.
Okay.
They conduct twice.
April and August. Okay.
Yes. And they take 600 students. So
Okay.
it's a very good opportunity right now to apply for ORE exam.
Okay. Okay. Great. Great. And one area that we didn't cover was LDS application. But since LDS is not something that most people would be applying, we are not going to cover it today. But I think, Jeevitha, you told me that LDS application is relatively easier and straightforward. But the website is different, right? So they need to get into the Royal College of Surgeons website to book their
That's right.
LDS seats.
Yes, that's right. So for LDS exam, they first announce the exam dates and when to
Okay.
register. So all you have to
Okay.
do is it's again first come first serve basis, or that's how they
Okay.
plan to intend to do it, but they
Okay.
haven't been very successful. I'll be honest. Um,
Okay.
yes, it was a nightmare last time, but let's just
I understand.
get past that. Yes. So you get on the web page and then you register
Okay.
for the exam the minute they announce the date and time. And as I said, first come, first serve. So all they need require is a couple of details. Before you book for the exam, you need to register with them. I'm just going to show you their webpage.
So I think I just
Oh,
shared my
yes.
screen. So
Yes.
this is a website you guys got to go into, RCS England and LDS Part 1. And I think the application process is this.
Yes. And
It's
there
written
is a
here.
registration link. You just have to register. It's just one page
Huh,
application for registration there.
this one here, right? Yeah. So it's much more
Bare
simpler to
minimum.
register here.
Yes. So once you've sent in your registration details, they will you can log into their account. You'll have a login details, and with that, you'll be able to book your exam.
Perfect. So a lot of stuff for you guys to read if you want to, apply for the exam. So I think all our audience have understood a lot about the application process. We've covered it quite in detail. We welcome any further questions with respect to applications. We are here to help you. Jeevitha is here. She's completed her ORE Part 1, Part 2, and LDS Part 1, and she's quite good at this. She knows what she's doing. Thank you, Jeevitha, for your time. I mean, it was enlightening for me to understand so much about this exam.
It was a pleasure being part of this. I struggled when I got here and I had no guidance, but I'm really happy to do this for anybody who's interested.
That's amazing. So we want people like you to help us because I see a lot of people struggling with these exams, the UK exams. There's not much of clear guidelines for these things. So I hope we can soon help the students even with greater detail and more probably more guidance for the ORE programs. Thank you, Jeevitha, again for your time, and I'll see you soon. Have a wonderful day.
Thank you for having me. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. Bye.
Bye bye.